Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day, and I just want to say thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching the videos, and thanks for clicking on this one especially because we got some stuff going on in the room, and I have my Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon links in the description below if you guys want to check that out for more pictures and more everyday content. So we got a couple snakes that went into the shed. Super excited to show you guys those snakes, because when they go in the shed, we have snakes that look much better, and the colors are better, and they're growing, which is exciting. So I'm gonna try to take this girl out. This is the new girl that I just got, the VPI Jungle. If some of you guys missed her on the last video, and she's super tiny, just a couple of months old, and I know this top on this lid is pretty gross, but man, she looks incredible. You definitely tell she's a 100% jungle, and then the VPI colorations on her on the tail, which is really cool, and excited to see how she's going to be when she grows up. She shouldn't lose her colors really that much, just because of the VPI and then the jungle in her. So she's really tiny, and I feel like I'm going to squish her whenever I try to hold her. But so we had obviously, you guys can see, we had a little issue with the Guyana Redtail, which is really weird because we'll get that into a second. But she went into shed, and this is the aftermath. So she still has a lot of stuck shed on her. I'm definitely gonna have to soak her. We can see here. And again, I don't know what happened. She has water. Humidity should have been fine. But now there's a million pieces of shed. Her eye caps are off, which is one of the most important things, because we don't want to have issues with her sight or the eye caps getting stuck on her and then she can go blind. But interestingly enough, she had a bad shed. We'll come down to my Jungle Hypo Pastel, a perfect shed. So I don't know what is going on. Nothing changed. The water is, well, actually lower in here than it was with her. I don't know, perfect shed on her, but she looks really nice. Let's see if we can see her, the coloration on her tail. Definitely tells she's a jungle as well, but man, she looks really good. So we'll move on down to my butter clown, or lesser clown, and a perfect shed. The water is the same. I have no idea. I didn't spray any of these down. I should have. But, I mean, how does a ball python have a perfect shed and a boa doesn't? But she's getting bigger. She's just 8, and they are on winged rats at a little over a year. So moving up on the sizes with them. I think they were sitting right around, most of my females are sitting right around 500, almost 600 grams. So by next year, they should be able to produce. Not sure what's going on with that albino. So, and then the pieds, we got a little bit of poop over here. But nothing, you know, nothing crazy on, except for that one shed, which I don't understand why. And then Mountain Dew down here is doing well. She's always in the front. Every time I open this up, she's wanting to come out. So she is, I need to feed her again. She did take a mouse the last time I fed her, and so I need to try that again. She's definitely getting a little bit bigger. I'm hoping to get a male here next week or two, which I know I've talked about that for a while. So I have Mountain Dew is a female, Pop-Tart's a female. I found Pop-Tart's brother for sale in Ohio. so I might have to take a little adventure to pick him up. We just have to work on the details on that. And then we have the clown, pastel. She looks really good. And then we'll come back over here and I'll show you guys two more sheds, but I really want to talk about these ball pythons. So I put pictures up on my Instagram, and I know these tubs aren't perfect, but they're a little too small personally for me to put them in the ARS. But now that I picked these up, these are on sale right now on Amazon. They're the small ones. They're on sale for $6.99, and they normally go for like $15. So if you guys want, I want some of these for super cheap. They're on Amazon right now, and I just bought 3 of those for my small ball pythons. And it's my Super Fire Clown female. She's a couple months old, and she is on wrap up. So I had some people kind of complaining on my Instagram or second guessing that the wrap pups are not a good size for baby ball pythons, but as you can see, there's a little bit of a lump, but nothing ridiculous. And she's eaten 3, maybe 4 of them since I've had her, and her colors are very, very nice. So that is a Super Pastel Fire Clown. So pretty much any male will do very well with this. And from what I've been told is the Super Fires, or not Super Fire, Super anything, Super Fires, Super Pastel, Super Inchy, Super whatever, from my understanding is that it acts like a recessive. I'm trying to think of that word. Acts as a recessive. So on the Super Pastel, to get babies out of Super Pastel or pastels, I'd have to introduce a snake that has pastel in it to drop down the pastel from the super. So let's just say I put a banana clown in there. I probably wouldn't get any, from my understandings, I wouldn't get any pastels dropped down on the babies because it's the super form, so I'd have to introduce another copy of the pastel in with it. So trying to learn these genes, there's just so much information, there's so many different combinations and morphs out there that it gets a little much for me. So I need to put her paper towel in here. She also just ate a rat pup as well. So this is the Yellow Belly Enchi Fire Pied, and this girl is amazing. So right now I'm looking for a Orange Dream Enchi, Orange Dream Yellow Belly Enchi Pied male to add in with this, and then possibly with my black pastel pied. I would not mind adding fire in with that, but hitting the super fires if you hit a super fire. Super fires are basically pure white snakes, and so you would have to guess if any of the other copies of the genes went with that snake. So it would be all white snake, like super fire, possible yellow belly, possible Enchi, possible this, possible that. But they do sell nicely, and a lot of people do like the white snakes with a lot of hidden genes, because you try to breed them out and then just try to hit the odds on them, I guess. So a lot of fun things can happen with the possibles. We got Peaches over here, just shed out, and she's looking really good. So I knew she went into shed because her colors were really, really dull, and she's huffing and puffing. But we have been working very well on our relationship. Now that does not mean she's not going to bite me or strike at me or anything like that, but you know, if she huffs and puffs, that's perfectly fine, because that's basically, from my understanding, is what Burmese do as babies, and then when they get older and bigger, then they're not really too worried about getting killed by whatever's trying to pick them up. But so this is the Pearl. It's a hypo and albino together. She's supposed to be het granite for heifer green granite or whatever it is, but really, I don't know if I have plans to breed Burmese. I wouldn't mind breeding her with I don't know, maybe just another albino just so I could get more pearls, but it's risky. I mean, you can get 40 eggs out of them, and if nobody wants to buy them, then you got a lot of mouths to feed. But I know Burmese are always a very popular thing. I know people love albinos, they love the hypos, they love the pearls, but again, anytime you start breeding animals that are, you get a ton of babies on, it's a risk. So she huffs and puffs, doesn't want to get picked up, and then now she doesn't want to go back. But beautiful shed on her. Again, there's the water dish, very small water dish, and she had a perfect shed. So again, I don't know what happened with the red tail. And then we'll come down here. I took her water dish out because here we go, another perfect. Okay, and some more poop. I didn't see that, but she did poop massive in her water dish. So let's see if she will come out. And I definitely think I have too much stuff in here, so ignore the poop. This is the Motley female. She is 100% het for albino, but again, a beautiful shed on her. So I mean, obviously she's gonna have a good shed. There's a lot of substrate in here, and it's a very enclosed area with very little vent holes. There's some up there and then some back there, but there she is, and she looks really good too. So just a quick walk around on some of the snakes, the good stuff, and the one bad, which I feel bad for her because now she has to sit in a tub full of warm water for a couple hours, and then hopefully that helps. But yeah, again, I appreciate everybody on the channel and the support, and hopefully you guys have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next video.